A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about Sun and its importance in medical astrology. Sun is the most important planet when we talk about our vitality, our health. In the solar system, it's said to be the father of the universe, and so is it in our charts. So, when the Sun is not properly placed or when it is badly afflicted, our health gets a lot of hamper or our health is badly afflicted too, and a person feels and experiences a low vitality. So, such people have to be very careful with their health and have to take up, eat good and have to take up a lot of precaution. We will visit every lagna and every house and see how placement of an afflicted Sun in the lagna to the 12 houses matter and what kind of disease it can give us. As we move ahead, I would like to thank all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and suggestions there. If you haven't subscribed to our channels, please do, and remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. Let's start with Sun placed in the lagna. When Sun is placed in the lagna, it creates problems for the mind, it creates problems for the brain. Sun, when placed in the lagna and when afflicted, shows a poor vitality on the whole. Why so? Because the lagna represents the body and the Sun is also talking about our vitality. So, it is a major affliction to the health of the person. It can cause brain diseases, it can cause heat strokes to a person, especially if such people go out in the summer heat. It also can give a person a lot of fever issues. So, the health of this person becomes a little precarious and must be taken care of properly. Let's move into the second house. The second house talks about the eyes of the person, and Sun in the second house can, if afflicted, can cause problems to the eyes because the Sun represents the eyes. What more, if the moon is also afflicted, in such a case, such person will definitely have eye issues, both the eye issues, and should be very aware and careful with their eyes and should have regular checkups. When we talk about Sun placed in the third house, this Sun in the third house can give you problems with your shoulders. It can also give you a problem with your voice and your vocal cords, and they can be inflamed from time to time. Such people can also have tonsillitis, especially at young age. So, you need to be very careful there. When we talk about the fourth house can show a lot of problems. Why so? The fourth house Sun placed and afflicted can also show hereditary issues from the mother, because then it becomes the lagna of the mother, 1 and 2 for the person himself or herself, depending on the nature of the sign. If it's an earthy sign, if it's a watery sign, or if it's a fiery sign, such like that. It can give cracks in the sternum, it can give you water filling in the lungs, etc. So, one needs to be very careful on those issues. The fifth house is the house of your stomach, and so a fifth house Sun which is afflicted can show huge issues with the stomach, ulcer, digestive issues, and also problems relating to your too much secretion of acidity issues. So, such people need to take intake of water should be good for such people. And one more thing one should realize is eating food at the right time, because the ulcer that happens is also happening due to not taking food at the right time properly. The sixth house is the house which shows your pancreatic juices and the bile. So, such people can have problem with bile and such people can have major digestive issues if the Sun placed in the sixth house is afflicted. When the Sun is placed in the seventh house and is afflicted, we have often come across people having a lot of broken bones, and this can be seen more prominently if Mars also comes into play and Mars is also afflicted. And when sun is placed in the 8th house, this is a placement that one requires to be very careful about, because sun in the 8th house may give, in astrological terms and in our lives, a lot of interest in astrology. It may give a person a lot of knowledge, good knowledge, research, sadhana. But I would also say that these people, if they have the sun afflicted, they need to be very careful with their nervous issues, because paralysis is also something that is common in when sun is placed in the 8th house, especially with Mercury and is afflicted. Let's talk about sun in the 9th house. When sun is placed in the 9th house and is afflicted, one may feel or undergo a problem due to problems in the area of the basti or below the navel and around the thigh. We've often come across people talking about inflammation of certain nerves, inflammation of that area, where that area starts burning. So, the thigh area is subject to a lot of pressure, or should I say a lot of inflammation, when the sun is afflicted in the 9th house, and people should take cold compresses, etc., when it is there. Let's talk about the 10th house. The sun in the 10th house is said to be Digbali. But if this sun is weak, if it is afflicted, then one can have a lot of problems in their knees. Their kneecap can have a problem. As sun also represents a lot of heat, there can be a lot of friction between the bones that can give a person a lot of pain, inflammation in that region. When we talk about the 11th house is typically the house of the calf. The calf muscles can cause pains, the calf muscle can be inflamed because sun is heat, sun is fire, and inflammation due to any cut, inflammation due to wounds, etc., can be seen very easily when the sun is afflicted in the 11th house. Accidents can be seen, especially relating to the feet, or broken feet can be seen when sun is afflicted in the 12th house. Let's see what happens when sun combines with other planets and shows afflictions. When sun combines with moon and both are afflicted, then, as I said earlier, low vitality, an immune system which is very vulnerable. Also, problems to eyes. When we talk about Mars and sun combination with its affliction, wounds, accidents, fractures become a common issue. When we talk about Mercury and sun affliction, then there are problems to the nerves, and that can be due to overheating of the nerves also. When we talk about Jupiter and sun and affliction, it is due to excesses. Food excesses can cause a lot of problems. So, one has to be very careful about the kind of digestive system you have and the food that you intake. Let's talk about Venus and sun. It is seen that the virya, or the excesses due to virility, can cause a lot of problems to people. Now, let's talk about Saturn. Saturn-Sun combination can give one a lot of responsibilities for a lot of people, and this can cause depression, irritation, but on the health side, it can give people a lot of chronic issues that we need to be careful about. Do see if this combination is there in your charts, and do take proper care of yourself with regard to the combination that you have with sun in your chart, especially if it is afflicted. Till we meet with you again, stay safe.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.